What's good, Monster Hunters and Honeys? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. We have ourselves another Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate demo gameplay for you. This time I'll be using the Charge Axe, aka the Charge Blade. I call it the Charge Axe though, I think it's localized as the Charge Blade, but whatever. But also in this fight, we are fighting, well in this video, we are fighting the Gore Magala, which I have christened Maggie. Because Magala, Maggie, it's two names. It's Gore space Magala. Like, is there like a non-Gore Magala? Is it just Magala and Gore Magala, or what? Don't know, don't care. It's Maggie to me. Okay, you can change this name to something else if you see fit, or if you want to call it something else. That's cool. Not gonna hate you, but to me, this monster is Maggie. Okay, let's get that out the way. First things first, let's talk about the weapon choice we have right here. We are using the Charge Blade, or Charge Axe. I'm going to call it the Charge Axe for the rest of this video, guys. I apologize. We're using the Charge Axe. This weapon goes from sword and shield to axe. Much like the Switch Axe goes from axe to sword, but just the axe part. We have sword and shield and axe combination here. Really cool. Really nice weapon type. I mean, if you like sword and shield weapons, or the sword and shield, it performs not 100% just like it, but the combo structure is roughly the same, if you know what I mean. The combo look is different, but the structure is roughly the same. With this weapon, of course, it has a really cool feature where it has vials that you have to charge by pressing R and A together. It's really cool. It actually allows you to use a really cool burst attack with your axe equipped. I'm not 100%, 100%, 100%, 200%, 300%, 400% positive and sure as to how to actually really utilize this in the most effective way. But I do know once you actually charge your vials up and you go into your axe mode, I think it's R and A or something like that, you press a button once you're in axe mode to do this huge burst attack. From what I hear, once it's actually fully maxed up and everything, all that is one of the strongest attacks in the game. And it also does impact damage, because if you guys saw my Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate demo Jaggy video, we was able to knock the Jaggy out. With the other two compadres of mine, they were using the Charge Axe themselves and they knocked it out. So the axe, either the axe itself does impact damage or the burst attack from the axe does the impact damage, not 100% sure. You can kind of slam it down on the ground and there's this huge burst attack that kind of like what's it called? The burst attack for the gun lance, where you fire off all your shells at once. It has an attack very similar to this. I don't know the exact combination to do it. I think I do it a couple times in here, but other times I actually don't really get the chance to do so. One thing I want to say about the axe though, it is very slow. Like movement wise, it is very, very slow. I want to say it's the slowest thing Monster Hunter's ever given out to date. So normally with slow things, moving slow with the weapon normally translates to you being really strong. Well, not you, that weapon being really strong. So possibly in axe mode, that axe is very, very strong. Probably a lot stronger than the Switch Axe's axe. So if you want to do a bunch of heavy damage combos, maybe when a monster's trapped in a trap or stuck in paralysis, switch to that axe and do some serious work. That's pretty much all I can tell you about the Charge Axe right now. Again, I will be doing a video tutorial once I get a bit more comfortable with these weapons, things like that. So until then, I guess you guys can wait for it then. But let's talk about Maggie real quick. Maggie, if I'm to be taken serious, is the flagship monster for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Meaning this monster is on the box. It's pretty much all over the place. It's in the story. It's pretty much the thing in the story. That's the thing. So the big thing about Maggie is that I'm calling her she now, definitely, because Maggie's a girl's name. She comes with a new status or ailment or something, a new debuff for you. I don't necessarily know what excuse me, I don't necessarily know what it is called, but if you get hit with it, which 9 times out of 10 you probably are, because it throws it down all over the place. It's kind of not easy. It's hard, which is the opposite of easy, to not get hit with it. But don't fret, it doesn't necessarily like hurt you a lot. What it does is it doesn't allow you to recover red health naturally. So you normally, when you take a hit from a monster, you have a little bit of red health sitting there. You can recover that red health. but with this ailment on you, you can't recover that red health. So it's not a huge bummer. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky, but for some players like myself, like especially Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where I really love my red health, what I would do is I would take a Tanzia chip to recover all my red health, and then take a potion, because normally you get hit hard in this game, but the thing you get hit hard the most, well, you get hit in this game, right? You get hit hard, you lose a lot of health, but a lot of that health that you lost is potentially red health, so you can actually gain most of that attack back. So let's say you get hit for 50% of your entire health bar, 30% of that is red health, so that means you've recovered 30% of your health for free, basically. And once you recover your red health, you have only 20% missing, so you just take a potion, you're good to go. You know, so you take a chip, take a potion, bam, it's better than taking a mega potion, okay? So that's why I like the red health kind of thing. Whether or not there's actually an item in this game, I'm not totally sure, that can allow you to recover red health much like they did in Ultimate. I don't know, but if they do, then it's going to be really easy and free to me. Now, another thing I want to talk about Maggie with, Maggie is very, very strong. When Maggie gets aggravated, it goes into kind of like it's kind of like the Zenogre, where it can get mad and then it can get charged up. Okay, the black mist that it has around it, again, I said I forget what it's called, but we're just gonna call it the mist for now. When it gets in its mist form, it will have horns protruding from its head, almost like the not the Alatron. I can't really think of a monster that compares to this monster out there. Like Kieran kind of does it, Zenogre kind of does it, where you know when Zenogre gets charged up, its spikes on his back like shoot out, or his hair shoots up into like spikes or whatever. The same thing kind of happens with this monster with its horns. Like its head is very, you know, it doesn't have a lot of definition to it. Me personally, it's kind of hard to distinguish between head and tail from this monster, besides the fact you just look at the way the wings are situated on his body. But the horns pop out on the front of his head, and it makes it a clear indication to like what the head is, and they glow, they're pretty big, and you can definitely see it. But when it's in that mode, it gets really, really strong and really aggressive, so you kind of want to watch out for it. It can potentially one-hit you, okay? You could be at about like 60% health and get dropped in like one attack. See, there it is, it has its horns out. But Maggie, you just have to like play it safe. When you do with Maggie is you want to kind of fight the back half of its body. If you pretty much are underneath Maggie and you're like the back half of this body, you're gonna be okay, because a lot of the damage it does, it deals with its head and the breaths and like slamming its front hands together on the ground. So if you kind of like kick around the back of the body, you're gonna be pretty safe. But Maggie is a very strong monster. Maggie will fly on a moment's whim, I guess, at an instant. It'll cover a lot of ground. It'll do a lot of area effect moves. It moves a lot. You know what I mean? It moves a lot. So you kind of have to like be on your toes a little bit, because Maggie is no pushover. So all in all, if you kind of respect the monster, because this monster demands respect, you should be able to do okay with this monster. Just know that that attack right there that it just did is the super strong attack I was telling you about. Do not get caught in the blast of that, because you will regret it. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say about Maggie. The charge axe is a pretty dope weapon. I'm going to be using it a lot more often. I kind of see myself maining it. Not maining it, but I will use it. I have my two mains and then two secondary weapons I'll be using. My secondary weapons I'll be using is probably going to be this weapon and the sword and shield, because the great sword takes a hit in actual usability in this one. I'll probably be maining lance gun, lance hunting horn. Well, lance gun, lance hunting horn, charge axe will probably be what I'm going to be using for the most part in the game. But anyway, guys, that's all I want to tell you guys about right now. I want to let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Again, thank you guys for watching and making it this far. If you want to see a lot more of this gameplay, I will be uploading a lot more of this to my YouTube channel, of course, with different weapon types. I will be using a different weapon every single time. So stay tuned to that. And also, if you want to see me fight this bad boy live, you can check out my Twitch. It'll be in the description as well. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dugger himself. Monster hunters and honeys, you guys take care. And everyone else out there, if you dig duggers, you're friends of mine. And if you're just watching this video, you know, just let me know what you think about it. You know what I mean? Because I just kind of want to make this as open to anyone as it could possibly be. Now, one last note though, if you guys know a really good screen capture program, like for recording video from your the computer screen, let me know, because I really need to go into one, because I want to have higher quality videos for you guys. Because the reason why the game looks like it is now is because I'm using OBS to actually record these matches, and for some reason OBS isn't very, not for some reason, OBS just isn't very good for it. So if you can, find me a really nice screen capture recording program, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway guys, it's been your boy. Take care.